Spirit plays Spiral Knights on Twitch or on YouTube, whichever. Today, oh, hold on, let's go back. I was in the process of trying to figure out what to do, and so I think the last time watching YouTube, you'd see the shadow play success that was done, which I'm sort of proud of. Did we die? We got really close. Did we not? You should watch. I don't have any sparks the entire match, so there might be a restart in there, or there might not be. We did it with Alchemers, and even though the last enemies are all gremlins, I found that out too. So we did Shadow Play. That was like the second to last mission, right? So we did Crimson Chaos. It came from below. I don't think we needed this one. Go to Spartans for believes in perfect training group of new raw recruits how to survive the Insular mission, link up with recruits, help them survive their first tour of duty. This is not a protection one. They're all invincible, I believe. Okay. It came from below. I think we can do this one. Let's go. We're gonna go. Give it a minute. Maybe somebody will join us. You never know. It came from below. You always assume elemental, even though I got like. Anyway, oh, that's a great assumption. But we do need to heat stuff, but at the same time, yum, 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 yum. Who needs to heat? What is this? Flourish, Gilded Griffin. I made some loadouts, which I should probably play at some point. Unfortunately, I didn't look, but no one's playing Lockdown right now, so it's a weird time, 10:30 a.m. I understand that, so let's do our Switch thing. Switch.tv/Damon180. If you didn't notice, so we'll go in. It's nothing. It's not too surprising what we're doing, right? We're gonna go in, freaking dominate, and go from there. This is one of the latter missions. I'm kind of, I guess, playing backwards, or it'd be nice if this game shuts down, we have a sort of a log on stuff that's been done. Sort of. I just watched a video of games we can't believe are still running, like the top 10. I gotta say, I'm Spiral Knights might actually be there. Talking and typing. I can do it as long as I'm typing when I'm talking. So we are gonna kill everything because we're in a, after opening those boxes, I'm gonna say I'm gonna net loss. So the current right now, so I can fight with 2 weapon slots. That's not a big deal. I've kind of been doing it for like a year now. Ideally, I think 3 is a good number. But we've been fighting with 2. Oh, you got an itch. You gotta scratch it. Thank you, Swift Strike. Appreciate that. But one thing we can't go about, especially since we do lockdown as often as we do, is 2 heart trinkets. I mean, we can. We just wouldn't be very good. You need that extra hit or 2 of survivability. It does help. This also gives my fingers a chance to catch up on my my switch shooting coordination, which I didn't have it too often. Let's oh, pardon me. Oh yeah. There's a switch in here somewhere in there. Oh, we have to light these 2 up. Got it. We're learning. We're relearning. I haven't played this since I think since I got like the complete of the missions. Oh jeez. Sometimes you just do the mission one time and that's it. Well, that's me. I mean, these missions are fairly fun. They're set in their ways though, right? I prefer the Clockworks for nostalgia purposes. First off, I mean, you don't get a net gain out of it. You might as well do Vanna. And the other reason I like them is because there's a decent amount of variety. Now, granted, we've probably seen every single level there is to see during the course of our playtime. I hope so, because that would it wouldn't make sense if we didn't. But I don't know, man. I figured, like, why not? Let's jump into these. And some are challenging, dude. The Crimson Chaos. Okay. It came. Oh no, what was the last one we did? Shadow Play. That's it. How could I forget that name? That was a little monstrous. We were not prepared. Oh jeez. But if you get prepared, prep yourself with the right gear. I still think like the way we beat that, the gear that we had, is probably not the most ideal setting. Probably could have soloed that with something that wasn't this exactly that we're looking at right now. But Mike did help. He did a great job being who he is. We must have hit some lag patch there because Mike was kind of lingering behind. Speaking of Mike being useful, yeah, there you go. You didn't stun him, but you did. It was the thought that counted. We are also, so what I was getting at first off, like 3 sentences. I have a habit of starting too many conversations at once. I can't talk. I can't do 2 streamlines of thought at the same time. I do try sometimes. It comes out as a big jarbled mess. Very incoherent. So what we need to do is we need to build up again at least 300 CE so we can afford our trinkets. We need trinket slots. They are vital. You need that extra hit. 300 CE, that's what we need. So, like, okay, fine. We won't go back there and see how many crowns we have. I'm very irresponsible with my money in the game. Out of game, it's a different story. You know, you got to pay mortgage and all that. But you know, in game, I say that after spending $20 on basically variant tickets, but you know, you can watch that. Got some great variants out of that, by the way. Some that will last us for the rest of our lives, since I probably won't be tapping into the variants, at least for the next month or two, into the variant, aka punch the crack dealer. The first shot's free, man. It gives you those tickets. Be like, yo, it's so easy. But it's like gambling, straight up. You go into it thinking you're gonna lose, and you don't lose. I mean, you get rather what you expected. Anyway, this level I think is this is one of the ones you'd farm with Catville, at least the first floor. I'll go down to the next one, obviously. So if you farm cats for any significant amount of time, and if you're not, I mean, everybody's at least like, oh jeez, everybody's at least done the cat thing once or twice. I mean, you can't help but do it when you play this game. Unfortunately, that's like the be-all end-all gear. So this scene is probably pretty familiar to a lot of you guys. Like, I totally get it. But I got these, so I've got some hypergun. We also have another game coming up here soon, which I think might be on par with this video. Maybe. Well, if you're gonna take your time getting down. We're going down to the ground. Figure for dodge a bit. Like after we just did, it came from freaking shadow play. Like this is freaking cakework, man. It's close quarter combat with fire enemies that lunge at you with very little tell. All right, you know every enemy usually has a tell. You can recognize whether they do a certain pattern and then an attack, or they flinch. Like same in real fighting, in the paradigms of real fighting. Before a person punches, they have to draw back their hand. Usually, it depends on the punch. Maybe they're doing one that's very weak. Either way, the travel time, the way you position your feet, everything usually has a tell. And they try to make the same thing true for video games, because if something would instantly hit you, it's not really, oh, come on now. It's not really a game. I did try to dash, but we dashed a bit late. Latency, you know. So that's one of the things with which makes this game so challenging, especially the PvP aspect, is not only do you have to do, you know, work on the tells, but you do it from a latency perspective. You have to recognize that they're about to throw a tell based on their pattern. All right, you know, we'll munch your cat. Hello. Oops. Hold on. Getting there. Getting there. Alright, to the east. We're doing it. You can do it, put your back to it. Like, this is one of those games that'll probably shut down when, Grey Havens, the people have a heart attack and die. I'm not trying to say that's what we're waiting for in the ultimate out. Maybe then when that happens, we'll get an update because someone will just take this game into their hands. I don't know. But anyway, I do have some coffee as opposed to the last time I played this game. Does anybody out there really play video games without caffeine? It really gets you into it. So this is the. Now we don't want to switch. We're hardcore parkour freestyle walking. I know there's fiends in here, but we can still off them with the Alchemers. The Alchemers is like one of the least popular ways to fight anymore, since everyone has the we're all at endgame gear. Call me old school. Yeah, why not? We'll go up here. Oh yeah, we should. How much money do we have? That's not the right button. Yeah, we do a trade. Kablam. All right, 1/3 of the way there. We have trinkets to survive like another month or so. So it's not like we're in desperate need. But it would be nice. I like to have a buffer. Mike, we need you. A buffer is great because that way I don't have to worry about specifically going farming. I say like 300 energy is farming, but you know what I mean. Like you don't have to wake up one day and be like, oh, I have no trinkets. I guess I am going to suffer a severe deficit in lockdown now if I would choose to play that. I don't like that. I like having at least and it also gives you the opportunity. Because I like being a good Samaritan. If I don't at the time have any, see a player that I know that can't play as much as I can, say, hey, I got no trinkets, man. Sorry, I'm not good at helping out the team, and then I could just send them my extra ones, and then have an excuse to play in the Clockworks and make some more. It's fun that way. At least I think so. It's good to be generous, dude. You guys who watch this are so generous to myself. In every aspect. I mean, just, having allies in this game. It's fun. In the giant salt mine that is the video game industry, it is great to have people that say, hi. You meet people sometime, at least I'm from around York, Pennsylvania, so I'm not from here. Mike, that was a little late, but I appreciate the effort. I'm not from here. No. This. There you go. Burn them up. Reese's Puffs. Light them up. Ooh, this might be bad. There we go. Got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. Now my days on cruise control. So some of these people in this city, if you walk around the inner city, I'm not from the inner city, but I did grow up in it. Like my house was not there, but a lot of my friends were. The road from adolescence to adulthood is a very interesting travel period in anybody's life. Sometimes rebel. I was one of the ones that did rebel a bit. It led me to that spot, the inner city life. Where was I going with this conversation? I don't know. Let's just keep singing Reese's Puffs conversation. Reese's Puffs. Light them up. Oh my goodness. You guys, that was such a strong pincher attack. Holy smokes. Anyway, what I'm saying is, thug life, man. Thug life. Where's I going with that conversation? Darn it, brain. Coffee just led you on an absolute goose chase. Now you can't complete a you're going to get Alzheimer's. Hold on there, Red Bar. We'll use you a little later. There's nothing going on in the internet community that justifies what you just did to me. But at least you didn't throw us into an enemy. Alright, anyway. Maybe I was going to go about, because we grew up fairly... It wasn't even an affluent lifestyle. We had a Super Nintendo and a PlayStation, but we only had 3 games. And then my mom would buy me one for Christmas, and that'd be it. Or clothing. So it was mostly up to myself if I wanted to pursue any kind of digital enjoyment. So I'd find ways to make money. And actually, no. Once I got Smash Brothers and for the N64, that lasted me a very long time. We would just have fun playing that every single weekend. That's not the time of my life when we went to tournaments or anything. But it was just mad fun getting together with a couple loyal friends. And oh, I know where I was going with that. The inner city life, right? Oh my. So anyway, sometimes you'll meet people who would and you might encounter these people yourself, who actually would rather look at the ground when they walk by you than say hello. They have difficulty acknowledging their fellow man, and that's okay. Not everybody's in the exact same spot in life, so I can understand that. That's that's one of the things we call in the leadership community. If you're looking to be a leader, looking to aspire in anything leadership wise, called the dark side of leadership. It's one of the flaws that if you're good at something, like even being a leader, like you're good at it and you're expert of it, you're expert at your field, or if you're a task expert, it's holding other people to your standards, like saying that they should be as good as you. And that's a false paradigm, because if they were as good as you, or if you like they hit your standard, then what would that make you? That would make you like typical. That would make you nothing. You have to understand that that's what makes you special. Is your uniqueness, your skill, your craft, what you've invested your time into, whether it be lockdown or martial arts or whatnot. And it's important to and everybody has a different form and different perspective, which is why I like the martial arts world. Because like, say you want to get someone a black belt, our school does not give you a black belt in like 3 years, right? You have to earn it. If we don't think we gotta have a black belt for 7 or 8 years, we don't think you're capable of handling yourself on the street against somebody if they throw down, we're not going to give you one. All right, it's earned. But the growth, if you're interested in growth, that's where you you don't know how much other people have grown. You might meet somebody who swears like crazy, but you don't know that like 3 years ago they've actually been working on their language in a subcontextual way, and they actually used to like say vulgar jokes and just curse out what is going on with you, Red Bar? Come on now. They used to just say vulgar jokes and be an absolute racist. Like, you don't know the depth of progression they've met in their personal improvement. That's what I'm saying. So try not to hold people to your standards if you're good at a craft. That's what I'm going at. So don't hold people to your standards if they would want to look at the ground instead of yourself. Focus on your own personal improvement. Rather, look at them and say, man, they might be hurting. They might be having issues this time. Maybe I'll just give them some grace. Grace is important. And the Christian worldview, which is the one I have, it's very important to be gracious, and you get known by that. You should be known by that, because you don't know what kind of path that other people are following. So I bet you didn't think this was going to be a big moral, philosophical type of conversation, but it's kind of like it's what I'm turning into. And if the game doesn't require like at least a little bit of brain, I'm not saying this one doesn't, but I'm just saying like the only thing that's really challenging us right now in this very wide open field with a guy that has a bunch of guns versus the guys that just want to slowly bite him. We're gonna be talking about something important. If not, your brain and my brain are both gonna stop working out. You get blisters on your brain for not using it. Suddenly you're thrown into these deep thinking paradigms. That was supposed to be that jump. Getting up close here. I was hoping we'd light the healer on fire. That's unfortunate we didn't. We can use this one though. There we go. I wanted to poison one of you. Okay. Nope. Can we get a poison? Can we get a poison? No. Alright, that's fine. I accept it. But saying that we should offer grace, that's also one of the difficult thing for myself, because it's easy to especially when I was like Blue Flood or Passunder or the Germ, I'd be easy to hold others to my standards on just thinking about what is fair and what is not. And obviously my view on AT, auto target, because of the latency aspect of this game, the lack of like PvP updates, I guess. You understand, but like the Manlet did it a lot too. The pause shooting and the AT guns, especially like the Antigua line, is just merciless when it comes to destroying people from like Europe or Australia or wherever. So you don't like, once you understand that and you see how horrible it makes it for the other team to try to play. Are you okay, man? Everyone's gone. It came from below. I get it. You guys need a rest. Don't worry. Clint Eastwood is here to protect you. Oh, I like this. This is one of my favorite songs. Bam, bam, Boom. Boom. We can kind of get a hold in here. This is actually one of the worst loadouts. If we got to fight all these shadow monsters, like especially these guys, they're going to be quite a challenge. These dudes and the gremlin dudes. I mean, we'll do it, but oh man, our fingers going to be hurting. What's next? And it's not like 30 of them at least. We might as well bounce some shots off these guys. No, what am I thinking? You be smart and you kill what you can kill first and limit the number of targets. That's what you do. Alright, thank you very much, Mike. Appreciate it. Alright. And the fire does help. As long as we don't out the fire by our own means. We'll just use Mike every so often to deal some... Oh my goodness, that was so bad. To do some, hopefully, some neutral damage. So here's where we should, like, take advantage of the freeze. I know he's probably going to dodge that. He did not. There we go. I used to, like, my first Alchemer ever... Oh, you. My first Alchemer ever was the Hail Driver, followed by the Umbra. I don't know why I chose Umbra instead of Prisma. Probably because I thought I, like, needed some of the, something to offset the elemental damage. I didn't even notice because we're so used to Dreams and Nightmares, right? I didn't even notice the guys in the turrets in the top right corner, top right and left corner that are trying to get us. You know, get a mic. There we go. What can we kill here? Yeah, there's a slam left. Their projectiles are quite nasty. All right, Mike's about ready. We can't hold ourselves up in here for a minute. Whenever possible, we are going to use Mike. There we go. Whoop. Anyway, we got some new games coming up on the channel too, which I'm quite happy about. We have a Stardew Valley co-op. Is something I'm going to start playing with maybe the family. I know at least my I'm not even kidding. My oldest daughter, I just love her to death. Well, obviously I love my kids. If you don't know that about me, well, there you go. Big surprise. I love my kids. Shame on a parent if they don't, because that's one of those things it should be in you to love your kids. But one of the, she's been literally just saving food for me. Like, Daddy, look, I put more food. I also found you a sword you can use to fight the bad guys for me. She never goes in the mines. She hates fighting bad guys. Did we get them all? No, there's a dude up here. You just having a rough day, brother? Alright, there we go. Let's get in here. Not like it's gonna... Well, this might been a bad idea. Wah! I missed my Mask of Wraith. But that's Fred. Fred will have his day someday. 2019, 2030, something like that. We'll get Fred out here. He'll make some sort of an impact. I'm really, really kind of boxing myself in there. There we go. There we go. Go, get him, Mike. I hope you had something. I really wasn't paying attention. Just kind of wanted you to shoot into the fray. Now it's getting a little tougher because we can see the... is that what it's like when you turn the graphics off? Or the black squares off? I'm like, I've had so many people tell me, why do you do Dreams and Nightmares with everything turned on, man? Why don't you just turn off all those black squares and make it much easier? Nah, that's not the way the game's meant to be played. Alright, I know there's some, depending upon the game, there are justified edits. I don't think this one, like any kind of mission in this game, really needs that. Unless you're, like, even the computer toaster thing, if you're going to spend the time, this is just my opinion, okay? I'm not holding you to my standard. For myself, if I would spend the time to hack this game to the point where it was just graphically easy, that I turn, but not when you turn the AT marker off. Why do you keep going up here? It's like your favorite spot. I say it like it's the same dude. But like, if you can do that, spend that time on something else, man. Let's get out of here. Spend that time on, like, I don't know, getting a new computer, finding different ways to graphically enhance the current one than you have. Dude, I'm gonna have the freaking... I was reading that Bruce Lee could do like 200 or something finger push-ups. We're getting to that point. If we keep switch shooting, our fingers are gonna be absolutely amazing. Mike, we need you. Mike, you might get a promotion after this. You're doing some good work. I hope we get some chests after this. This is like a shortcut of an arena. Like, you know, do we discover something new? A way to get ready? Where are we at? Depth 25? I mean, it's not quite where we need to be to get a massive amount of radiance. But still, it's something. Come on, Mike. Don't stop. Don't stop believing. Hang on to that feeling. You should be dead there, little wolf. Like a shot or two. There we go. Oh, swift strike did not come out in time. Man, after fighting Herrick's, these gremlins are no problem with the Alchemers. He would go invisible for like 20 minutes. Finally, come out. Like my hand was going numb seriously from that amount of Alchemers I'd used to like finish that guy off in the room with the 2 healers. Whoa. Is that it? Oh no, dude, this is like their freaking hangout spot. I swear. You guys need to stop. This is not the. There should be a no loitering sign here. I'm telling you. Yeah, now would be not a good time to. Oh, a moment of silence. I was gonna say not a good time for a frame spike to kick in, but that's all right. What do we get? Do we really have to run this gauntlet again? I mean, we're gonna do it. Thank goodness. At least we got some sort of a reward. A descent into darkness. Alright, well, I didn't check on our friends back there. Hello. But I think they're doing okay. We do have to run this again. Should we switch? I think we're gonna just go all Alchemer anyway. Because why not? Hold on. One coffee up. Pony up. Meow, meow, meow. As I slam my coffee cup next to the microphone, I keep forgetting where exactly it's positioned. All right. No, we are the switch shooting gunner. We're going to switch shoot this entire thing. We get a taste. But, you know, be smart about it. Whoop, that was close. Mike, you're going to have to step in here. I wish there was like an auto fire. You're going to have to step in whenever you can. Like when you glaze your eyes over, like I try to do when I'm fighting and gunning and all this, it really makes it look like your brain gets confused as to, ooh, that was bad, as to what is actually transparent and what is not. Oh. Alright, Mike. Yep, there you go. Now's your time to shine. Yeah, we got some stun. And we got some poison. And let's deal with that. Pardon me. Let's deal with that. And let's use our last pill. Maybe we can find some sort of glitch that lets us jump. There we go. I might get the nitronome out, man. Whoop. Whoop. Don't just run into the next shot. Don't let them read you. You read them. Oh, my nose itches so much. Oh, so good. Sometimes it's hard to tell if that was a sound effect. Oh no, we got sniped. Mike, we're about to go down. That was a sound effect? Or like a truck going outside my window. It's decent enough weather outside. We're just like, you know, just keep the window cracked, man. I'll turn the AC on. AC costs money. Air is free. Freedom isn't free. It costs folks like you. Standing in the middle was a bad idea. It costs folks like you and me. And if you don't pitch in your bucko 5, who will? I am very surprised we're not dead. Okay, now we gotta go. We gotta go find some hearts. Maybe there will be some hearts up here. This was not the way to go. Yes, it was. Haha. How do we can't progress here? Is that how this works? I guess not. Okay, we're going the other way. I thought there was a way to get by on both sides, but I was mistaken. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's our heart! Oh, it's in the mouth of the beast, but we had to do it. We're still okay. This means we can survive an extra hit. Yes. I usually do go right. I don't know what possessed me to go left. Might as well go up here. No, just kidding. It looked like doable, but not quite. Anyway. It doesn't slow us down if we keep switch shooting like that, so we might as well. Oh, sorry, my friend. Dude, how did we do this game before the dash? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. Okay, bye-bye, shield. We need to go. Thank you for dashing way later. Now we're stunned and slow. Okay, let's get rid of this guy. I think that'll help our cause. We can do that without getting hit, right? There we go. And is there something up here we need to hit? Oh no, we need to shoot this. There we go. And let me shoot it again. Ah, nope. Oh, no. Oh, look at that bounce. Dude. We got this. Yeah, we'll at least make it up there. After that, I don't know. So, this is one of those stages where, like, the reward might not be worth it. Because I don't think we get any. It's not like we're going to get the treasure chests from, like, Dreams and Nightmares after this. Or anything. Where did you come from, my friend? You're going to have a very short life. Because I'm feeling like we should get rid of you before we move on. That's why. Well, it did come from below. That's the thing. Nope. I'm like, hey, you know what we should do? Nitronome. Not always the smartest choice to go with what would be hilarious. But we do have some hearts dropping, so that's good. Okay, reposition. Mike's about ready. 3, 2, 1, kabam. Did you hit? Oh, you hit somebody. Dude, I'm applauding Mike. It's fairly useful. The fire plus the stun. Very happy about it. Oh, that's the sound of and Hyper Light Drifter. Dude, I gotta play that game again. The game's so good. New game plus. It's on the to-do list. Believe me. I don't know when, but it is. Someday when this is my career, right? Not Spiral Nights in general, but playing games and getting advertisement revenue. I'm not counting on that ever happening, by the way. This is a purely casual thing for the time being. My vested interest in what I want to do to add significance to the world doesn't rely on Spiral Nights. It just so happens that through every vocation, your character should be solid enough that you want to spread certain types of values. So, so I do that in SK. What did you shoot exactly besides the wall? Pink Floyd would not have appreciated that. Alright. Oh, fingers are starting to cramp up. You know what? You know how you fix that, though, right? Coffee. Coffee is like almost the be-all and end-all. Focusing the fire on the slime whenever possible. The slime, and after the slime, anything we can hit. Because the slime is like... He's the guy that will kill us from 1,000 miles away. Oh, man. My ball mouse starting to slip around. Whoop. I forget if it's, maybe somebody can help me with this. Is it, these doors open based on how many you kill? Or is it like, how many per spawn that you off? Because we are way behind as far as that goes. We're not killing very many wolvers. Mike, why aren't you, oh, that was bad. We did stun, dude, the stun and the fire, just so good. The stun itself would be amazing, but, you know, I take it, oh, we're pinchered in here. We need to go. We need to go. There we go. If we're going to get pinchered in, at least we'll freeze some of them. Do some extra contact damage, right? Whoop. Oh, we did it. Man, that was a little embarrassing dying there, but you know, we did make it through. Yeah. I think that'll do it. Playing another one of these maps, just it's mega fun, man. It's more fun with other people. But I get it. We're just gonna take a quick walk around Haven and see who's who and the what. Meanwhile, in my coffee cup. Oh man, I think that's how you drip coffee on your desk. Good job. Ho, ho, ho. All right. Anybody? So I got to do a little marketing here, and far be it for me to, you know, entertain you with the market value. It's the Brown Town that we place on the Amarocks and all that. So once again, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this, if you're watching from YouTube, click the like button. Subscribe if you want to see more in the future. Let me know what you thought, and I will see you next time. Take care, guys. Oh, you know what? He deserves a name change. Mighty Mike. He's been so good. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.